we will turn the first card over and work from there. Guys, you're starting the month off with the message from the Two of Pentacles. This Two of Pentacles is often about financial balance and the coming and going of money or finances in our life. The number 2 represents balance, which is why we see the picture there of the man literally juggling those coins. Some of you could find a little bit of tightness in the beginning of the month. You might get some unexpected bills or some unexpected reasons for money not coming in, perhaps, especially if you have a business and you're sending out invoices or you're looking at creditors. They might be a little bit slow to pay. The other thing is there are also times when you'll get an influx coming in, and it might come in quick bursts or quick periods. So the suggestion here is to maintain equilibrium or balance in the month. Keep a little bit aside. If you get a big payout in one lump sum, keep some of that aside for future payments or bills or unexpected costs coming up. Your money is actually in a cycle and it is moving and it is rolling, so that's always a good sign as well when this card comes out. It's not necessarily a arduous card, but it is a card of telling us about the understanding and awareness of balance around our finances. So let's see what your next card is. The Seven of Cups. This card often turns up when there are multiple options available to us, and this can be options that we're passionate about, so something that connects with your heart. Now this could be your career, or it could be relationships, or it could be your creative inspirations. Sometimes this would suggest that there are going to be more than one lure, if you like, or one bait coming your way, something that you get excited about and attracted to. Be cautious about the selection you make because some of them won't be right. There's a lot of hidden agenda in this card about options and offers being made that have hidden background stuff going on. So again, there are two cards, if you like, to start your reading that have a little bit of cautionary background energy to them. It's about making sure you check your information before you sign documents or before you allow new people into your private part of your life. It's about checking them out. It's about being a little bit standoffish, I think, and looking back from a distance to survey each opportunity that's coming your way. And when the Seven of Cups is out and about, there often is many opportunities coming. And as I say, that can be at many different levels: relationship, creative, career, anything that inspires your passion. The Queen of Swords. We've had a lot of court cards out this month, in the month of May. So many of the other readings have also had them. It must be either a busy social month or we have just a lot of activity to do with relationships and other people in our lives. Now, the Queen of Swords is often known as an air sign personality and often a female. She can be very much geared around legal matters, so things like the law courts, documentation, signing legal things such as property, the sale or purchase of a property, or business agreements going through, or new businesses starting, family court services or orders, or to do with children, adoptions, or the family ties and things like that. She can also be about communication. So when she pops in, she is saying there is a need to communicate issues during the month of May, and you have to use your intelligence and your wit and choose the words correctly. Now, as it so happens, Sagittarius, you're very good at this. You're a very good philosophical debater and argument person who can argue well. So the other perspective of this Queen of Swords is she might be someone who is walking into your life as a new person or a new contact. She could be there either as somebody like a lawyer or an accountant or, a finance advisor, or she could, for some of you, be a potential new romantic liaison or a new friend coming in as well. Let's see what your next card is. Nice, the Ace of Pentacles. So we're back on the money trail again. And as I said, that Two of Pentacles wasn't a bad card. It was about monitoring yourself. Now this Ace of Pentacles is a little bit more salubrious and a bit more enjoyable. It is being offered to you as some sort of newness around your finances potentially, or your creative zone around money. So how you inspire yourself to earn it, or the potential of a new job, or the pathway to increasing your finances. So it's not necessarily money coming in right now, but it's the potential to increase or broaden your horizons around how your money is brought into your life. Some of you, it can literally be the offer of a job. So if any of you are out there looking at the moment, this is a good time to apply for jobs. You could have quite a good success rate. You would be most likely to get through to an interview anyhow. For some of you, you could have a small windfall coming your way. There could be maybe an inheritance for some of you, but it's possibly more like a gratuitous thing that might be coming, and it might even be a small win in terms of like an investment. Something shares or dividends might have paid off, or you might even win some through a lotto or something like that. It's a really positive card with lots of good earthy potential for new ideas, new movement, positive finances. Wow, nice one. The next one is the Fool. I love this card. This is very much about new beginnings. And I always note he looks back into the past, or from my perspective, he often does, which possibly means that you are anticipating new journeys, new beginnings, new awareness, and new awakenings at this time. Now, some of this could be attributed back to the eclipses that were in February. They often surge new energy into us, and they take 2 or 3 months sometimes to activate. But by the time they actually do activate, we're ready to start something new within our life cycle. And often the Fool is telling us about the starting of something new at a very inner, personal level. The Fool is always about yourself, not so much about your extended family or even your workmates or your work. This is about your core values, your integrity values, where you want to be, who you want to be, and how you want to act. So it's a powerful card that suggests this is a very good time for you guys to be initiating things that have been on your wish list. Yeah, so it's really interesting that the first card out was a money card, and we've continued on through with this. So your finances are definitely a part of May, and so for a lot of people, their financial structure is tied into their work or their career. So for all of you who are working, this will be on your mind in the month of May. Now, interestingly, I think often this card, the Four of Pentacles, and again, it's a little bit about worrying about your money, or thinking, have I got enough, or have I got it in the right locations, or is someone else wanting to spend it? He is very tense about his money, but if you look at the card, he actually has a lot of money. He doesn't really need to worry. He needs to lighten up a little bit. So if any of you are feeling a bit stressed or whatever, go back and check any unchecked recent places. You might find that you'd forgotten about something that you had invested in, or you might have a bank account with some extra dollars in it that could cover any expenses that you've been looking to fund. I just feel that money isn't really a problem for you so much in May. It's like there's some hidden stuff somewhere that's coming out. You've either got something coming to you, or you're going to find it where you didn't expect it to be and be quite happy about it. Also, the Four of Pentacles can often indicate an interview, and sometimes this is about a job that will take you away from where you currently live. So a job that you might apply for that could take you to a new city or a new country even. So that's another thing to keep your eyes out for. It's actually quite an exciting card. Now, look at that, you see? Another Pentacles card. And again, This one, the Six of Pentacles, is a lovely card, even though a lot of people feel a little bit tense when it comes out, because the card is about balance, and we had that talk about balance in the very beginning with the number 2, but this is much more about the cyclical pattern of life and the evolution of giving and receiving. Now, in this card, when it comes out, you are either going to be the receiver or the giver. Either one of those is absolutely a wonderful place to be, because it's the perpetuation of a cycle that creates the evolution of life. I always really like this card. I find it very positive, but some people worry about the fact that they are in need and that they are handing out their hand for help. So whichever perspective you are in, as I said to you, I believe you're either going to get some given to you, or some of you might be applying for a loan, or like a mortgage, or to take some money out for a trip or something like that. I think you will be given that. It will be granted to you. So I find it quite positive around your finances, but it's definitely on your mind, and it's definitely going to be active in May. Let's see what the next one is. The Emperor. He's known as the Aries time. So he's often about this time of the year, in the April and late March, April period. And I am making this video in April. So there's something symbolic right now that's happening for you, and it could be this activation of potential new income idea streams, or new creativity around your money, or new investment opportunities. He is also known as an older man quite often who's on the scene, who could very well be involved in signing of any of these documents. So like a lawyer or a bank manager or a legal representative, something along those lines. But when the Emperor turns up, he often demands things be done rigidly, strictly, and adhering to the books, which makes sense about financial investment, management, accounts, things like that. For some of you, he could also be a potential suitor, another fire sign for some of you, and this could be a sign of romance coming as well. What's next? Nice, another 6. So you've got a couple of 6s going on in your reading, and 6 is often about family, the home, the heart, connections, and feeling centered and grounded with people around you. So definitely people are involved in this reading, so it's not just about yourself, even though we had the Fool card. So the 6 of Wands is another positive card. This is called the Victory card. So for some of you, there is this degree of success coming. Now often this is around career, because that's the Wands, and Wands are considered creative or energetic and career related. Sometimes this card can turn up when people have sat exams and they are receiving the accreditation for them, or the acknowledgement of passing. So for some of you, you might be getting results about something you've been waiting on, which usually means success and victory and valor. It's a very positive card. Often though, you need to think about the people behind the scene who perhaps helped you get there, such as friends or family or mentors or teachers, but it is a great card. Hey, another ace. Lucky you guys, that's 2 aces. So the Ace of Swords, again, this is quite often about legal success. This card often represents when either new businesses are forming, and this is the signing of an allegiance or an alliance, or when old ones are separating and it's the ending of them. This card can turn up when things like divorces come through and you've gone to the law courts and you're actually signing documentation. So it's a successful card, but often it comes after a bit of trial and tribulation, and communication is almost definitely part of it, and often so is written documentation. It's a positive card because it tells you that you are on the path to a new beginning with whatever particular subject matter it is surrounding. So again, another really positive card. Why doesn't that surprise me, guys? You've got a nice reading, Sagittarius, with so much positivity around your financial sector and career opportunities, the 2 aces in there. Now you've got the 9 of Pentacles. She is a well-revered card and people love it when she turns up. She's opulence, happiness, socialness, successful, confident. Her money, look at it, all around her neck there in these blazing gold medals. She's sophisticated, she's suave, she's savvy, she has knowledge about her finances and where to put them and what they're doing. So again, this is just positive confirmation along those lines. She also often stands out as being a card that talks about good health and feeling satisfied and social and buoyant. So really good message in there for you guys. And that doesn't surprise me either, because the Strength card, and I've just talked about your health because I felt that message coming through. The Strength card to me is very much about health as well. It's about your physical strength, especially in this area, the solar plexus and the sacral zones of your body. And wearing and eating these particular coloured foods and wearing those coloured clothing will give you the strength. And that's the colours predominant in the card as well. Your physical strength might have taken a turn for the better. If you've had illnesses over the winter or over the past few months, they may be ebbing off and you're regaining some sort of strength. This is also about interpersonal strength. So if any of you have been through situations where you lost your self-confidence, this is also a time where this can come back. You need to apply the energy and the time to regain the strength fully as well, but it's a very good opportunity to do this. So she's not so much about using physical strength in situations, but she uses her emotional power. And Sagittarians, you have that energy. You have the ability to be very strong, and not just intellectually, but also emotionally as well. So I think this is all coming together for you in May to give you a lot of inner strength and prowess and physical strength as well. So some sort of turnaround for your health. So we're just going to do one more card for you, another major arcana, and this is the Hermit. So the Hermit talks to us a little bit more about going within and soul seeking and searching these ideas again about who you are, where you want to be in the universe, what is your guiding light, which is what we see here. The Hermit is often known as seeking for his guiding light. So some of you might be feeling that you need a little bit of downtime, perhaps after quite an energetic month, and you re-energize again. So I think the message here, especially for your health, as you are coming out of any ill health, you need to pace it, and which will help bring the strength about, is taking some time out, making sure you nurture your body with enough sleep, and also enough of the right vitamins and minerals, which will also help regain the inner strength and the physical strength. The Hermit tells us that he has been in a period of quietness for some time, but he is rehabilitating himself. So again, for some of you, I feel this is a physical rehabilitation, and for some of you this will be mental and emotional. But the light is coming, the light at the end of the tunnel is near, and your strength is coming back to full bloom again. So really nice reading there, guys. Let's put this card away, or these cards rather. And for the last part of the reading, we will give you a numerology card. So we will take from the 5th card down, since we are working in the 5th month. Spirituality, which matches really well with the Hermit card that has just been that we've just been working with. This little beautiful amethyst matches well with that colour as well. So your number is 77. That's sort of like a double number. You had the 2s in your reading. So also 7 and 7 add up to 14, and 4 and 1 adds up to 5. So you can take the 77 and the 5 as well. But the spirituality would appear to be quite a nice poignant message for you to focus on for the month. And spirituality is also this, similar to the Fool card. It's about how you feel in life, the Fool and the Hermit really, and connecting again with your inner being and where you want to be and how you feel. So core values and integrity values. Here's a little bit from the book. The card indicates a need to enhance your connection to the divine, to improve your relationship with yourself, as well as your quality of life. You're not a human being having a spiritual experience, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. And your relationship with Source is your path to inner peace. When you find your way to God or Source, you find your way back home. When this card turns up, you are being encouraged to celebrate and strengthen your relationship with the divine energies in whichever way you choose. You may opt for prayer, meditation, chanting, yoga, or periods of silence and contemplation. Perhaps quiet time in nature, going on a retreat, or attending a place of worship is something you prefer. It doesn't matter which option, for there is no right or wrong. Only you can know your ultimate path to your personal connection. So I think that was a lovely private way to finish off your reading, which had been quite an active, busy month involving other people as well. So remember to put yourself first and think about yourself and make sure that you're connected, because then your manifestations and dreams will be there for you.